Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and I have a another fragrance review for you guys. Sorry about that. Let me adjust this a bit. Um, this one comes from the house of Lolita Lempicka, and it is called Ale. As you can see, this is my decant. Actually, I bought this, and a lovely lady named Jody, um, who's a like a bond master. I mean, she has just about every bond. Well, anyway, she was just generous enough. I mean, out of the kindness of her heart to send me, I mean, just a bunch of different bond samples. Gave me a just this extensive list of blends and ways to blend these bonds, which I've become a bond lover. Um, I was already going that way, but man, just over the last month and a half, man, I've just fallen in love with bond nets and its ability to blend. But anyway, so I sent her the bottle. I have the bottle. The bottle was quite feminine. So for me as a male, um, you know, it being in my collection really wasn't the bottle itself really wasn't helping me. So I took out about 20, 25 mils and gave her the rest of it with the bottle. Needless to say, let's get into the review real quick. This is considered. It was. Let me first see when it was made. It was created in 2006, so I mean it's not really an old fragrance, and it's considered an Oriental vanilla on or an Oriental, but an Oriental vanilla on a Fragrantica. Um, it was created by just one of the best perfumers in the game, perfumers in the game, and Maurice Roucel, the creator of Musk Revigeur and Harlem. I think he did Riverside and a few other, quite a few other fragrances. So, you know who Maurice is if you've been around YouTube at all. So, anyway, so he created this for Lolita, and I'm telling you what, he had musk ravageur in mind. So here's the notes. In the top, you have cinnamon and bitter orange. In the heart, you have immortal flower and vanilla. And in the base, you have woodsy notes and musk. Very, very similar to musk ravageur. The note breakdown is, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see what musk ravageur is. Um, the notes in musk ravageur are cinnamon, vanilla, um, vanilla, and cloves. But they're very very close. I mean, this just goes a different way with the orange, um, and I mean they're both. I mean, musk ravageuse can be a bit musky for some people. This one is much more pleasant if you don't like the clove notes. So let me tell you this: if you do not like clove, I'm gonna review another fragrance right after this one, but this one is a lovely one. So anyway, so here's in the top you have cinnamon and bitter orange, in the heart you have immortal and vanilla, and in the base you have woodsy notes and musk. Let me tell you what it smells like. When you first spray it on, you're gonna get this blast of cinnamon, not cloves, cinnamon. You're gonna get this blast of cinnamon, but not very spicy. It's a bit of a sweet cinnamon with this orange, or like this kind of creamy orange, right? Immediately after, I'm talking about 10 minutes into this thing, 5 minutes into it, the vanilla comes in, and the vanilla just makes, and it's this vanilla. There's this vanilla, cinnamon, um, orangey scent that's going on. I mean, and it's gourmandish. It's not really. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be almost like a spice cake type of thing. And then something unique happens. In about another 5 minutes, it starts to become a little salty. So now you have this salty cinnamon, vanilla, orange scent, and the cinnamon is very, very. I mean, the cinnamon is just sort of in the background, kind of giving it this delicate spiciness. Not really a prominent cinnamon, but this vanilla orange, and maybe it's the immortal, is causing this almost caramelized effect. And I mean, it's like a glaze almost, like a caramel glaze you put on a cake or something. Um, like an orange frosting almost is what's going on. I mean, and it is delightful. Um, I mean, people list this as sort of a winter, but man, you can pull this off in the summer Like if Musk Reverseur is your fall colder weather scent, this would definitely be a great compliment for warmer weather. uh, Listen, you can get this on eBay. I mean, I was on eBay. I got this on no, I got this on Base Notes actually for I think like a 50 ml bottle shipped to my door for maybe 16 or 17 bucks. 50 mil, man. Listen, let me tell you this. This thing is it is just it is delicious. It is delightful. It may be a tad bit on the feminine side, but not a lot. I mean, I would put this right in between. You know, I would put this in the vein of maybe like a sweet redemption on the feminine. Maybe I don't know. I mean, it's not really feminine to me, but a lot of people talk about its femininity. This is definitely a unisex scent. The guys over on Fragrance Discussion put me on. I seen somebody talk about it, and I just happened to be on Base Notes, and I saw it, and I was like, man, I want it, right? So, so let me talk about it a little more. So I wore it the first time I wore it, I got a wonderful compliment. What is that you're wearing? So then I ended up explaining to them and how much I paid for it. She said, man, that's and my coworker was like, man, that's one of the best things you worn. Women just adore sweet fragrances on men. I don't know why men have a struggle with it, but I mean gourmands and men with women always work, man. I'm sorry, they just do. Unless one of them women like those hairy chest, burly men with beards and lumberjack type guys. But if she's into the metrosexual type guy, um, gourmands work for you. This one definitely works. At the price point, it is a no-brainer. Even if you don't like it, somebody will love it. So, what you get is in an opening, you get cinnamon and orange. Immediately the vanilla creeps in, and now you have this orange vanilla icing type of thing going on. And then about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes into it, it turns salty, and maybe that's the immortal causing the saltiness. As it dries down completely, you're getting hits of orange, vanilla, and musk. It turns a bit musky in the dry down, but it's a nice musk because it's just grounded by this vanilla and rounded out by the smoothness of this orange vanilla combo with the saltiness. The musky almost makes it a bit more salty. Um, I don't really get any woodsy notes in it. Maybe the woodsiness is giving it some depth, but I don't really smell. It doesn't smell woodsy to me. It just smells sweet, gourmand, vanilla, orange, salty, caramelish, almost cakish, almost cupcakeish. But it is very delightful. I like it a lot. I've worn it quite a bit. I mean, like I said, I put out 25 mils. I've worn this maybe 5 or 6 times. Um, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I'll give this a final rating of maybe at the price point. If you can get it for around 20 shipped, I'll give it a 5 out of 5. If you have to pay $30 for it, I'll give it maybe a 4 out of 5. But if you're a gourmand lover, you have to at least go sniff this. I don't think it's in retail stores anymore, and maybe it's discontinued. Maybe you can find it at a one of those Marshall type stores. But overall, man, this is a delightful fragrance. And even if you don't like it, I'm sure your girl will. And your girl may find it a bit masculine. She may find it, strong. And that means it's a plus for you. Great fragrance. I actually own two Lolitas. Neither of them are male. I own this one. I own the female version of Lolita Lempicka. So that's it for me. I appreciate you. I have another two reviews coming, hopefully. God bless.